He was clearly wrong. I'm gonna show this judge what for. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up. Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, is nothing but a common witness before Yvonne Karma. We're now gonna judge you. Silence in the courtroom. Silence, I said. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended a Miss Genius Prosecutor. You bit your tongue again, didn't you? Ahem. As a defender of the law, I could never give false testimony. That's where you're wrong. Because you were wrong. You can even place me under oath if you want. Very well then. Your testimony, if you please. Ta-da. What I saw at recess. During recess, I went to the restroom. There is a window on the other side. Yeah, so like, here's the thing. We didn't see both windows, and I'm looking at this now, but I wonder if it's possible to kill someone from a different room. Somehow. Like, this is a partial map, so are there maybe windows from this side? Is what I'm wondering. As I entered, I saw that detective buying something from the vending machines. But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. Because he was sitting down at the bench. A detective that goes missing while on duty? That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm? Oh. I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun for now. During the recess, I went to the restroom. Oh wait, I've read through all this already. Alright, so see into the hallway. During the recess, I went to the restroom. Can't dispute that. See into the hallway. You saw him buying something from the vending machines. He had completely disappeared. I'm gonna press on the completely disappeared because we know he was there. And I'm not sure if I should try to contradict now or wait and see if I get more testimony. He disappeared, but Your Honor, didn't you just say, I saw that detective buying something from the vending machines? Why, yes. Yes, I did. The restroom window looks right over the courtyard and right into the hallway. But just as I was about to exit, I took another look, and there was no one in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. He's a murderer! The detective must have gone into the crime scene. Lobby number 2 at that point. So he looked into the hallway from the restroom and over the courtroom, did he? I mean, do I have... Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is where I'm gonna present it. Because he had to have been there. Nope, that was incredibly wrong. Oh wait, no, that was right. I didn't notice the music stopped. What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony? Ha. If you truly are a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example, I myself never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life. This is what some people might say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. If you must know, the uncouth bench sullier has already been placed under arrest, thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor. Oh? Well, that's good, but who was it? Judge. One too few brain cells. We were about to discover something from the smudge on the bench. Namely, Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Not happy with committing just murder, he had to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to the double murderer. You know, just my post-murder Swiss rolls, if you will. What do you mean? I believe that the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. Kay was also there, but no one saw her because she is so small. The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and the Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom? Heh, it is indeed. The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Franziska herself was unable to see out that window. Wow, power move. Submitting your own siblings being short as evidence. Ow! I knew I shouldn't have used her height as evidence. Basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. Then, it seems that you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window, yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight. What? Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has just been proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I wanted to do was try saying it once. You did it, Judge! You gotta hold it! Yay! Clap, clap, clap. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! Is there something of value that you'd like to say? Yes, actually there is. I remembered something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time. Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep on talking, wouldn't he? That might not be a bad thing. The more info, the better in a perfect investigation, right? Oh, his obsession with perfect. I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom area, However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. Yeah, as I was leaving the restroom, I heard a loud bang of a gunshot. Yeah. Yeah, how was that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others. Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts first next time? So, I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words. Eek, I'm sorry. But honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper until now. Now that he mentions it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that. Oh, by the way, there was someone celebrating a birthday. Was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. I would also like to thank anyone who's joining the stream now. I just noticed that there's some people, it seems like. The most critical point in this argument is, when did the judge look into the hallway? And whether that lines up with when the gun was actually fired. It could not be, because I think they were already dead. I think that when Gumshoe was placed in front of the room, Faraday and other dude were dead. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. And I also definitely think you did it. She's just so suspicious. So let's get some more. I want to get some more info of this. Your Honor, about what you just said. I know. Bang went the gunshot, I heard it, and then knee-jerk reaction, and like this, yes, just like this, with a quick, Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Now then, I must gather myself, yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hall. I should know. I looked. There was no one there. This judge's emotion circuits appear to be stuck on overreact. At this point, nothing stands out to me as a contradiction in his testimony. Francisco, if I'm correct, this testimony is hardly precision quality. I know that. And that's why I said, at this point. I think my first line of attack will be to draw more information from His Honor. So... I guess I'll press... Maybe I'll press here, maybe he'll mention the point in time. As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into that hallway? After I called for recess, I handed the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvened. Yes, that sounds about right. Just as I expected. What were you expecting? And I don't demand to know what that all-knowing smile is for. Your Honor, that statement you made just now is very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony. Oh, all right, if you insist. 20 minutes before we reconvened. But when was the gunshot heard? So, it was right before. That's, therefore, my theory, I think, stands that Faraday and Mackerel were already dead by the time you was like, hey guys, not suspicious or anything, but please, meet me in this room. Also, don't go into the room where Faraday and Mackerel are. Just don't do it. Because they were dead. I cannot allow you to make an objection. What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. Egads, I've been overruled. You have no power now, Judge. Witness the might of Edgeworth. Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible. Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Manfred von... Instead of biting your tongue, well, she went too quick. Eek! Whoa, she just hit the judge. Power move. I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisca. Humph, don't talk back to me, unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you'd need a stepladder or 4 to accomplish that. A stepladder? Or a regular ladder? What's the difference? Mr. Edgeworth? My ears are not that far gone yet. I'll have you know, I can still hear just fine. And I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. Ha! Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What did you say? Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you expect to explain this glaring contradiction? That can't be! Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as day. Bang! The loud sound of gunshot. Oh, no, wait, that was the balloon. The sound of a gunshot. We keep returning to this point of contention. I still believe Faraday and Mackerel were already dead, but that would have been the balloon. However, now I understand what that gunshot the judge really heard was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard. Balloon. I found this object in the hallway earlier. What is that pink substance? Blood? It may not look like it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon. I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon into the court record? Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now, there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene, defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes, that's exactly right. Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said that enough that even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. What manner of trickery is this? That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. Care to elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? Balloons are strictly not allowed in court. If you even think of bringing a balloon to court, you better get ready to meet these hands. That's true, One doesn't usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouse. Hello, I'm Child. I want to trade these coins with you. That's it? That balloon that girl was holding. It explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. You were just wrong. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to it myself that he is released. Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. Golly, he says perfect so often. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. Gumshoe, Gumshoe, Gumshoe. What is it now? Is it time for my trial already? Yeah, I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe, who we definitely didn't meet before. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that. No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Oh, why can't you guys be a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of this crime. We know he's innocent. He is innocent. Let this man go. I guess so. What are you guys talking about? In any case, I'm not gonna fill you in, but I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just a part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony, I have my little riding crop, and I'm an 8th grader, so you know I won't be afraid to use it. Yo! My whip will object, loud and clear. She's so young and evil. If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood? I gotcha, pal. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene and the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. And if we can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case. Yeah, I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. Yeah, as soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand in front of lobby number 2. But from that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in the hallway this whole time. Yeah, on my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal. He's still singing the same tired tune. In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. I know he's lying, and it's time I pulled the information I need out of him. Does that mean I have to press? I hope not. Alright, so I came here on orders, that's true. Did guard? I'm gonna press here, maybe he'll talk about getting food from the vending machine. You claim to have been in that hallway the whole time? However, is it not a fact that you did something that while you were in that hallway? Of course I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. And what exactly does guarding that door entail? Well, to put it simply. Oh, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. Oh? Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from that door, just like I was ordered not to. Well, that's a lie. Oh, look at all those dots. Oh, why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we are all in shock, and in awe of your utter stupidity. Scruffy, if you're gonna tell a lie, at least tell us a more believable one. Youch! But I'm not lying. I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close. So we're gonna say that he definitely did because we know he at least sat on the bench. Bench time. I have an objection. What is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere. Yay! It's one of those things. The courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the sullied hallway bench? Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know that you can't go dirtying up this courthouse like that. You inconsiderate, slovenly pig. Wow, Francisca, good job. Doing really great on your English assignment. I'm sure your teacher will be so happy. Wow. You got a dictionary and everything. Eek. I promise to clean it up later. I swear. Now then, shall we get down to business? About the fact that you didn't move even a single step from in front of that door? If that really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? Yak! Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how did you manage to get that bench dirty with your grubby hands? Your grubby little Swiss rolls hands. Ouch! It appears that Francisca's whip can do more damage than my words alone. Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out if anyone found out about me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything. He's lying, definitely to protect Kay. Kay was definitely there. Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I mean, Swiss rolls. Have you no shame, man? I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine. Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for, you got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back. That last statement, it may sound like it makes sense. However, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us? Nuh-uh. Oh, of course not. I've got nothing else to hide, pal. If only that were true, Detective Gumshoe. If only I had a vibe check bracelet, I would tell you're lying. But it is true, pal. I swear I've got nothing else. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you're aware of the price of a pack of Swiss rolls, you're correct? Remind me again, pal. That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack. And we know you're a poor little son of a gun, Gumshoe. You can't even afford that much. You only got $5. And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right? Oh. Let me ask then, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation of that? Yeah, I told you, I bought it by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in that hallway with me. So there's no one who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You've got some kind of proof there was someone else in the hallway, don't you? Correct. As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, you do? Of course I do. What? How? What proof do I have that there must have been someone else in the hallway? Balloon. Yeah, I'm gonna say the balloon. Oh, drat, that wasn't correct. Miles, how long do you plan on being strung along by this moronic detective? I have no intention of falling for his lie, because there was definitely a second person. Because if he was truly alone in all this, then this piece of... Hey, you're Muse K, how you doing? Just for the, Yeah, I saw. I wanted to stop by, but then I saw it was investigations too, and I was like, I can't watch that. I would get spoiled. But I'm glad you're doing well. Hope the stream went well. Oh, sorry, Scoobs. My dog's here, and I accidentally moved and disturbed her. Yeah, so right now we're just, Oh, really? There aren't many spoilers. Oh, I wish I knew. But I also plan on playing that game, so I don't want to, like... Oh, do you want to leave, Scooby? 1 second, let me let my dog out. I'll leave, Scooby. Goodbye. Bye. So, I kind of want to avoid seeing the game while I play it, because I'm going to play it eventually. So right now, what I know... Hey! You showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal. So far we know that Kay was in the hallway. I'm pretty sure you did it. I'm pretty sure, defense lawyer, you did it. Like, cause it's such a weird setup. Like, Bad gets there and she's like, yes, come into this room with me, Bad. And also, no one look at Faraday, and no one look at Mackerel. It's just it's so fishy, I guess you could say. I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls. Yeah. Wait, if you didn't buy it, then that means you must have stolen it, you thief. What? I would never do such a thing. All you liars are the same. You start out as thieves, you're under arrest, pal. I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detective? Here. This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone. No. There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them. But you then gave the other one to a certain other person, didn't you? No way, pal. You've got it all wrong. I ate both of them. Oh, she's coming. Oh, dodged it with my 6 skills. Look at her. She's so small and ready to fight. It would appear that we've caught you at last. Hey, don't you do anything bad to that girl. She is wonderful. I feel bad for her though, like, her dad just got murdered. Like, oh, she doesn't deserve that happening to her. It would appear that they do know each other after all. So, why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name, and it's Kay. Okay. Kay what? Kay Faraday. Faraday, are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? I'm not a you, I'm Kay. Kay. You know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Well, then you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister. Hey, I had nothing to do with that. If it were up to me, he wouldn't be under arrest. That was also Miss Yu's fault. So, my evidence against her grows. Gummy? My guess is she's talking about Detective Gumshoe. Oh, what a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. I also like that Francisca is clearly just a middle schooler here. Like, they're like, yes, we'll let this 8th grader do some double murder investigation. Like, no one's like, shouldn't you be at school? Or like, they did, but like, she's still here investigating a murder. Kay. It appears that I will need to speak with her in a little bit more detail. Rawr. He's so small, so ready to fight. Now then, Kay. Yes. she's like, she's definitely like one of those kids who would read Warrior Cats. I don't know if you know what Warrior Cats is, but Kay definitely would read those. She's like a stray cat. I wonder if I should feed her something. Hey kid, want this Swiss roll? Kay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Oh, a Swiss roll! You have befriended me. The only way to earn a child's friendship. It really belongs to you though, doesn't it? Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy. Oh, he's so sweet. But also, that's so tragic. Oh my. Your father, he's... Ah, don't you say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet. Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. Oh, but I already know about Daddy. Oh, my heart. I overheard the guards talking. Oh, about how he's not here anymore. Oh, my heart. She doesn't deserve this. Sorry. Sorry I couldn't protect him. Hey. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna. Oh, my heart. Oh, cry. Oh, my heart. Oh. Oh, man. It's alright. Let it all out. Your father just passed away after all. Edgeworth is like, same problem, bro. I myself was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. We need to stop letting people go to this courthouse. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into a fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me? This child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us. Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you gonna just stand there and watch a lady cry? You're right. Sorry about that. Okay, here, how about we use this handkerchief here and dry your little eyes? So that's gonna be the handkerchief she showed us last chapter. Oh, he's so sad. Oh. No, my cravat. Don't blow your nose on that. I feel better now. Thanks. Oh, she's so small. Don't worry, kid. I'm gonna make sure Miss Yu goes to jail for this. Okay, are you going to be alright? Yep, I'm already alright. Her smile and optimism restored. Somehow, I highly doubt that, but I'm not gonna push it. I promised Daddy I would never cry in front of strangers. And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kitty? You always keep your promises, right? That's right. Even if I can't see him anymore, I'm still gonna keep all my promises. You're a very brave girl, Kay. I like that Francisca's talking to her like she's a child, but like, I mean, how much older? Francisca is 3 years older than Kay, and she's like, yes, you're a good child. Like, I went to a K through 8 school, 10 years old. Like, if you're in 8th grade and someone's like 3 years younger, of course you feel older, but you're both still children. Like, like Francisca, you are a child. You're a very good child for keeping your promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry. Just for you. Oh, Francisca has a heart. Thank you very much, lady. She's only 3 years older. Huh. It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all. It would appear that her father was a respected prosecutor. Honestly, I would love to see that. Like, Kay and Francisca just being like the team. Being like a crime solving duo. That would be excellent. So, Francisca is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Wait! Ace Attorney Investigations. I would love to see them in that. Sorry, I was like trying to figure out which Ace Attorney game that was, because I'm terrible at abbreviations. So I was like, which is that? Would that be? But if that happens, I would love to see it. I mean, I also think Francisca should be in so many games. I know like Francisca isn't like one of the main prosecutors like Edgeworth, but I love seeing Francisca. I'm not sure why, but I do just love having her as a prosecutor. Hey kid, you know what will help? She is a gem. You know what will help cheer you up? Empowerment. Oh, Daddy showed this to me before. Well, he was a prosecutor too, so it's only natural that he had one as well. Daddy would pin this badge on this badge on me a lot, just for fun. Pinning a prosecutor's badge on a child for fun. I bet you Von Karma never did that for you or Francisca. Gonna fight an old man. Daddy said that if he put it on his clothes, a scary prosecutor would get mad. He also said that the scary prosecutor said it was more fashionable not to wear it. I wonder who that scary prosecutor could be. I wonder, could Kay be talking about Von Karma? I will fully admit, before I thought it was you, I did blame Von Karma. So this was his suspect picture. And I just kind of put this over that. I like jokingly thought it was him though. Like I knew we were doing a flashback. Oh, you're right, it does say that. Sorry, sometimes when I restart OBS, it will go to an old, my old investigations image. So let me update this. It's like a really weird thing it does. Where is my investigations PNG? There we go. It's also misspelled, but that was my fault, and I said it has to stay that way so I can own up to my crimes of misspelling her name. Kay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world. So to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? She definitely seems interesting so far. And I just can't trust her. Like, so much of everything with her just strikes me as fishy. And also, like, she's someone who I could see having, like, a breakdown animation. So that makes me much more suspicious of her. I suppose we are, in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls. Oh? I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. You will be a hero of justice, Kay. You will be. So I've been working really hard. I see. And what have you been working hard on? How to steal? Oh, that's so sweet. I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together. Oh, that's so sweet. A promise notebook. May I take a look inside, Kay? Sure, okay. I wonder if, like, at the end, we're gonna find she made, like, a promise to us, and it will be super sweet, and we'll be like, oh. It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Honestly, I feel like that would be so, like, icing on top of the cake, just so sweet. Like, we made a promise together, and she also wanted to keep that. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try. Hey, Kay. So, I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero, too. Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy. Yeah, aren't I, Kay? Gumshoes like, please, validate me. What is with the two of them? He bought her a Swiss roll. I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too. Yes, and thanks to your oh-so-heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail. I'm really sorry about that. Gummy is not a bad man, okay? Square up. That poor judge. He's being treated like a vile criminal, rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yeah, we're friends. In that case, would you mind telling me a little bit more about him? Tell me about Gumshoe. So, I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier? Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway, staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And when was this? Huh? Oh, before everything got crazy. Oh. How long were the two of you together? Long enough for someone to be framed for murder? We only talked for a little while. And then we went on our own ways. That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while. Yeah, that's it. Oh? Which means... We have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess. Isn't that right? Dak, you got me. Yeah, I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister. Better get ready. Very well then. Now I'll just have to speak with the good detective in private later. Swiss rolls. Tell me about the rolls. Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay? Well, I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. But that still wasn't enough, and I really, really wanted one. Come to think of it, she did come and ask to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct? Yeah! Thanks a bunch for doing that, mister. Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct? Well, that's why... Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal. Yeah. Gumshoe is... very nice. Need I remind you that you're the one already under arrest? Yow! I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your roughly thing. Yes, well, now that it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. Here, you can have this one, so you can make a dramatic transition later. In the future. Super dramatic reveal. Okay. But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger. It's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct? Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page. So never take things from a stranger, never go anywhere with a stranger. So did she somehow know Detective Gumshoe even before this? Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me the next time we meet. Okay, Daddy never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers. She's learning loopholes, an important skill at a young age. I'm glad I have a replacement one, just in case. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Uh-oh. I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little Kay in that hallway. Oh. Grr. I told you to stop being so mean to Gummy. Miles Edgeworth, there's still something you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon? You still haven't offered an explanation for why that man would lie to us. That's... well... Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake. Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Ah, so that's why. So that was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying. If you can explain that, then you can't call this a perfect investigation. Ugh, all they talk about is perfect. Perfect this, perfect that. His reason for lying is very simple. What? Here is what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay, it's obvious that the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. I almost want to say it's the Promise Notebook. Let's see. Always greet people with a smile. Never cry in front of strangers. That's such an odd, promise, though. Things you don't understand. Where everyone follows the rules. Promise that you'll keep your promises to me. I think it's gonna be this. I think she doesn't know Detective Gumshoe super well. But she took the Swiss roll. Mr. Faraday and Kay's Promise Notebook? How does this explain anything? If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay. What a foolishly foolish fool's fool of a foolish reason for a fool. It's just stuff like that. I love. Yo! She just has, it's always unexpected, too. She speaks so normally, and then she, pulls out the wacky dialogue. Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you? Because I'm your friend, Kay. That's why. Gummy. At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now? Guess there's no being you, huh, pal? Okay. Yeah, I'll spill the goods. I'd been standing guard for a while. Yeah, I was getting really hungry, and that snack vending machine was taunting me. But all the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in that machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls. Yeah, but then, like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. And everything was okay. I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy. So, I wanted to buy a Swiss roll. She is an angel from heaven. She's too good for everyone. But I only had $1 in coins. So we pooled my $5 and her $1 together. And bought a pack of Swiss rolls together. But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said, Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me, so you didn't really get it from me, you know? So my question is, why did he still lie, even, after her dad was, passed away? Who's gonna get upset at her? He told me it'd be okay. And he gave me a whole roll to save and give it to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate? I did. I knew it because that is like the greatest thing about Gumshoe is he is super kind-hearted. Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together. Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. He even shared his roll. The sweet taste of that cake's chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal. Anyway, Kay, I believe this also belongs to you. Here's your popped balloon. Oh, hey, that's from the balloon I popped. She like lost it like with the Spider-Man 2. My balloon! It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. I was sitting high up on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So, just this once, I forgive you. There we go. Francisco's humanity. But that balloon... I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. What? And because of me, Gummy dropped his half on the Swiss roll. Well, you really got me there, pal. So, I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. But then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister. So you kicked me, is that it? You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister. It's alright. I'm perfectly unharmed. Like, Edgeworth turns and limps away. Perfectly unharmed. But about the Swiss roll. Would it be alright with you if I held onto it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared of all charges and free to go? Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay? If you don't, I'll track you down. Of course, I promise. Like, Kay will take my kneecaps if I don't give it to Gumshoe. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders. Oh no, it's her. Or could I say, it's you! Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime. What do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Hugh. I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a perchance for whipping people. What? How dare you talk back with such insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy. Oh, and what do we have here? What is a child doing here in a courthouse? I mean, apparently children are everywhere in this courthouse. You turn around and there's a child waiting there just to get their daily dose of trauma. Losing a parent. Having Von Karma for a father. Bailiff, please take this child in. Run, Kay, run! What? Miss Callisto, you! That girl is Mr. Faraday's. I know. So what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild all around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her, to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I suppose you're right, however, as long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct? Yeah, but... You see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? he's the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the supposed time of the murders. Ah, I have no counter-argument to that. Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. But the investigation is far from over. Oh, that's right. I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard? Nah, I suppose it is. Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence. Oh, Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of Von Karma. Ha ha ha. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. It's so her. I can't think of anyone else it could be other than you. So, we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all of the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1.